My father was a lumberjack. When I was little, I watched him with great admiration. He seemed like a superhuman to me. These blocks were very large, but they shattered into splinters from my father's axe with one blow. I always wanted to be as strong as my father. This is what inspired me to choose the same profession. In my time, there were already more technological opportunities for processing and logging, and I've learned and mastered many specialized techniques. Of course, I started small, but over time, my experience grew. I mastered more and more new technologies. As a result, I had a good command of a variety of devices in this area. In order to achieve more earnings, I worked in various countries, thanks to which I became a real expert in my field. I had a pretty busy schedule. There were plans that needed to be completed on time, so it was hard for me to set up personal relationships. But it was terribly lonely when, after a hard day at work, I returned to an empty house. I had friends, but I wanted to meet the very girl to whom I could devote my whole life. Frank, hard worker, you will drive yourself into the grave like that. It would be better to find a girl. To give someone else time besides work, my friend Peter said with a smile. Peter, I would like, but who wants to live with my way of life? So I say, you need someone who would change your rhythm of life. Money is good, but you have no time to spend it. Stop walking like a lone wolf. I'd love to, but I don't meet any girls. Well, you get out more often in people, and then soon you will marry a pine block, Peter joked. And I decided to devote more time to leisure. There was a fair in the city. There were a lot of people. I decided to take a walk. Here everyone had fun. Everyone frolicked, ran. It seemed to me that I alone did not find a place for myself here. He stood with his hands in his pockets and watched how people participated in some kind of competition. Suddenly, a pretty girl came up to me. "Young man, will they put up a tent here soon?" she asked playfully. "What?" "Didn't understand." I answered confused. "Well, it's just that you've been standing here for so long. You might think that you are working as a pillar here and will keep the tent," the girl said with a smile. "Oh, you're talking about it. Yes, I feel a bit awkward. I wanted to come, have fun, but something does not work out." "Yes," I noticed. "Of course you can have fun if you stand like a pillar." "I watched you for a while and realized that you were bored." "I'm bored too. My girlfriend suddenly left, so I'm left here alone too. My name is Kayla. And what is your name, if not a secret?" "It's no secret. My name is Frank. I am pleased to meet you, and I will be even more grateful to you if you save my evening with your company." "Very nice, Frank. For this purpose, I came to you. So, then say no more. There is one dizzying attraction here. We must definitely visit it." Kyle grabbed my arm and dragged me somewhere. We had a lot of fun that evening. I haven't felt as happy in a long time. After that evening, we continued to meet with Kayla. I fell in love with Kayla like a boy. And now, 18 years have passed in a joint marriage with Kayla, but I was still in love with her. She filled my life with light. I've already stopped traveling to different countries, found a great job in my city. This company seemed quite promising to me, and they paid well here. The equipment was new. It had not really been run in. The owner has invested a lot of money in this business, and I was happy to help him achieve good profits. The owner's name was Philip. He was extremely grateful to me that I agreed to help him with my experience. I was a versatile person in this business. I arranged the work of all the people in this enterprise. He could also shake the old days and replace some employee to operate a special sawmill. I like my job, but even more, I like that I returned home and there my beloved wife was waiting for me. Philip, not far from the workplace, bought out an excellent area where he wanted to build a private house. "Frank, my friend, I need your help." Philip turned to me. "Yes, Philip, what happened?" "I've picked up a great area for myself where I want to build a house. I heard that you've been involved in many overseas building projects. I want to ask you to help build a chic house. What do you say? I don't hate money." "Philip, Well, if you really trust me, then, of course, I will try. Why not? Well, that's nice, then agreed. I really took part in the construction of interesting log cabins. I have always been responsible for any business that I took on, so the result was gorgeous. I helped build houses that I would like to live in. That is why I was grateful for the work done. And these rumors reached Philip. I didn't mind helping him. Once Philip invited me and Kayla to visit him. He was not married. We agreed to spend time together. Well, hello, dear guests. Kayla, you are simply amazing. Frank, I'm sorry, but I just have to kiss such a beauty, at least on the cheek. Philip, I'm pleased, but don't embarrass me like that, Kayla answered playfully. I noticed how Philip was very nice to Kayla. At first it seemed to me just a manner of politeness. Kayla, you have a husband, of course. Well done. But I still don't understand how such a beauty could marry Frank. Frank, no offense, started to suck up to my wife, Philip. Oh, Philip, stop praising me like that, and then by the evening you will steal me from Frank, Kayla answered with a hint of flirting. I didn't like this evening. All Philip's attention was increasingly focused on my wife, and the longer it went on, the more Philip asked me not to be offended. All this pretty tired me, and I called Kayla to talk. Kayla, baby, I don't like the way you're acting with Philip. This guy is not married and just starts to stick to you. Frank, what are you talking about? He's just being polite to me because he respects you. And I answer him politely. Something does not look like politeness. I see how you flirt. A blind man would notice this. Frank, stop it now. Your jealousy is misplaced. Philip is a very nice and pleasant person, and you act like a Neanderthal. Are you crazy at all? I'm your husband, and don't try to distort what I see. My dears, why are you swearing? Approached us quite drunk, Philip. Philip, you'll excuse me, but it's none of your business. Got it? Got it. Okay, sorry. Okay, Philip, thanks for the evening. We have to go. I said. I looked at Kayla with an angry look. Yes, Philip, it's time for us. Everything was wonderful, Kayla said with a smile. It is a pity, of course, to interrupt such a wonderful evening. But Kayla, I will always be glad to see you. Come. And of course, with Frank. Frank, Philip said, finally remembering me as an unnecessary addition. After that evening, Kayla and I had a big fight. I proved to her that she was wrong, but Kayla firmly stood her ground and all my suspicions were reduced to zero. After a while, I built a wonderful house for Philip. It was very comfortable and cozy here. But my home was no longer comfortable. Kayla has recently changed noticeably and treated me quite coldly. Kayla, my love, I booked us a table in a chic restaurant. So this evening will be special, I said with delight to Kayla. Honey, this is wonderful. Excuse me, I didn't know what you had planned, and I've already arranged to meet Monica. She is now going through a difficult period. She and her husband are going to divorce, so I need to support my girlfriend. Kayla, what's up? Can you support your girlfriend any other day? Reschedule the meeting. Frank, you cannot do it this way. She is my best friend. Honey, really, let's not today, please. Wow, I tried so hard today to find free time to surprise you. Honey, I'm grateful to you, but come on another time. This news from Kayla shocked me. She really was friends with Monica, but I had never noticed before that they were so close. And then I noticed how Kayla is brightly painted and picks up a chic dress for herself. Kayla, where are you dressing up like that? I thought you and Monica would sit at home and gossip. Honey, a girl should always be at the parade, Kayla replied indignantly. It alarmed me even more. Kayla didn't dress up like that often, and here she was trying as if she wanted to impress someone. She seemed to have answers to all my questions. I started getting very nervous, but Kayla did not calm me down but quickly got ready and left the house. I sat for a couple of minutes trying to digest what had just happened. Then my body automatically left the house and I got into the car. I saw Kayla drive away from the house and I followed her. I wanted to make sure she was really going to Monica's. since all these ridiculous stories did not inspire confidence in me at all. So now I'll follow her to Monica's house, and then I'll immediately go back home, I thought to myself. But then I began to notice that Kayla deviated further and further from the route that would lead her to a friend. Much to my surprise, we arrived at Philip's new house. I stopped and started watching. A knock on the window startled me. "Frank, what the hell are you doing here?" My friend and collaborator Kevin asked me. "Kevin, your mother. You scared me." "What the hell are you doing here?" I asked, scared. "Yes, I stopped by for the calculation of Philip. This bastard delayed my salary, barely persuaded him to pay me off. He made me drive up to him. I gave money, but said a bunch of nasty things. What are you doing here?" "Yes, how can I tell you on a personal matter?" "Listen, is this your wife's car?" "Yes, Kevin, this is her car," I said with a frustrated voice. "Friend, forgive me. I noticed something was wrong for a long time, but I didn't want to get into my own business. Of course, I personally didn't see anything like that. But the guys say that your wife often visits him without you. Why the hell were you silent and didn't tell me anything earlier?" "I'm telling you, it's all rumors. I didn't want to disturb you because of gossip. Yes, I got it all. Now I'll check what the hell she's doing here." I got out of the car and walked towards Philip's house. I crept up to the half-open window so that they would not see me. I took out the phone and turned on the video. The phone was carefully raised a little higher than the windowsill. It was quiet at first, but then I heard heavy breathing and sighs. I put down my phone and turned on the video of Philip digging into my wife's neck, undressing her and throwing her on the bed, then unbuttoning his pants and climbing on top of her. "Oh, you creatures!" I exclaimed, blew myself up and wanted to run into the house to smash everything to hell there. But suddenly, Kevin pressed his hand over my mouth. "Quiet! Fool! Calm down," Kevin said in my ear. "Calm down, I say. You're only doing stupid things now." Kevin dragged me away from the house. "What the hell are you doing?" I asked him angrily. "I'm saving you, you fool." "Yes, I saw what was going on there too, but now you're only making things worse for yourself. This bastard can be cornered, and I know how. Boy, calm down a little." Kevin told me about the illegal schemes that Philip got this area for cutting down trees. He said that he had been sharpening his teeth on this bastard for a long time. "Frank, listen to me carefully. This bastard has documents that confirm the fictitiousness and illegality of his transactions. This will destroy him. I managed to get printouts of these documents. I stole it from him the other day when I was at his house. They were lying right on his table. I wanted it to be a guarantee of payments for the last months of my work. This bastard constantly did not pay extra to me, and I wanted to knock this money out of him. But on this occasion he can be put behind bars. It's all wonderful. But now you're asking me to just leave? I just found out my wife is cheating on me. No, I'm going to cry with these bitches right now." I grabbed a can of gasoline from the car and doused this whole house and then set it on fire. These creatures ran out of the burning house completely naked. And I met them. "Frank, what the hell are you doing here?" Philip asked, frightened when he saw me. "I'll fix it, bitch," I said, and knocked out this bastard with an accurate blow to the jaw. "Frank, what are you doing?" Kayla asked, frightened. "Shut your mouth, you underfed litter, until I knocked you out too. So that your foot is no longer in my house. I'm officially filing for divorce. Frank, you misunderstood everything. Fuck you. You will hang noodles on the ears of others. You creatures get yours. I'll take the keys to your car. You can cover your nakedness with leaves and wait for the police and the fire truck." After that, I left with Kevin. I was annoyed at how my work was burning, but I was pleased that this nit would no longer live in this house. It's good that I had influential acquaintances who, in the right direction, used the documents that Kevin stole from Philip. This bastard was put behind bars for a long time. As for Kayla, I wasted no time uploading a video of her lustful adventures online and sending the link to all her family and friends. So Kayla had to leave town because of her popularity. They didn't blame me for setting fire to the house, since the whole territory was illegally bought, so they even thanked me for bringing Philip to clean water. The court allowed me to calmly break up with Kayla. For my property, she got only the middle finger on my hand when I left the courtroom. My life continued on, and now I was in no hurry to look for the second half.